Hi, welcome back to MindSphere. Those of you who often watch my videos are certainly familiar with the term superhuman. Superhuman is the term I use to refer to humans who have high capabilities, never get tired, are always stable, easy to focus, hard to distract, can work for years without needing a long rest, and so on. No matter how tired he is, he will still pursue his goals. After I was able to recover from bankruptcy, I felt like I was like or could approach a superhuman. But a few months ago, for some reason, one day I suddenly felt incredibly tired. The tiredness that chronic music, apart from smoking and sometimes drinking, my lifestyle is very healthy, and after I checked with the doctor, there was nothing wrong with my physical condition. My economy is also good. My family is also safe. My relationship is safe. With my partner and friends, there are no problems. My work is not that stressful, but for some reason I'm tired. I'm tired of working. I'm tired of going out of the house. Finally, I decided to take a day off. I spent the day smoking, drinking coffee, eating and scrolling on my cell phone. Basically, it's really relaxed. The next day, I was still tired and I decided to take another day off from today to 3 days. From 3 days to a week, and finally to a month. Fortunately, I can give my work to my assistant and trusted people. So even though I can't be professional, my business continues to run as usual. Okay, so for that month, I decided to take a vacation instead of getting more. I'm fresh. I'm even more tired. So you have to know that unemployed people, even though they don't do much, are also tired. That month, to make my soul fresh, I did many things. From things I like to things I've never tried. I did them, but the results were zero. I was still tired. Even just taking a shower made me tired. Finally, I decided to go to a psychologist because I was sure that this was no longer a problem that could be taken lightly. Then, after several tests and counseling, I found out what I was experiencing, namely, burnout. Honestly, I was quite shocked. Even in the most stressful phase in my life, I don't burn out. I remain ambitious and focused on pursuing my goals. But when everything is safe, I'm calm. In fact, I burn out, and our lecture today will discuss burnout from the explanation of the psychologist I visited and from sources that I got. Burnout is very common nowadays, and it turns out there are many causes of burnout. Whether it's work, the pile of bosses or annoying coworkers, you are doing things you don't like, you are drunk, and so on. Basically, there are many causes in my case. The cause is my ignorance. I don't know anymore what I want to pursue. What I want to aim for, I already have money. There are so many. Even if I retire now, I can still live in luxury until I die. But I remember a message from everyone, whether it's because of a dream, because of a woman, because of family, loyalty, devotion, power, or whatever. Someone must have a goal and be intoxicated with their goal to be able to continue to move forward. And sometimes we really have to be enslaved by something to be able to feel like we are continuing to live. Then if you are already burned out, you have to know what factors are causing your burnout to become more chronic. Because there are those who only have burnout for a day, some for a week, some for a month, and so on. There are even those who have been burning out for years. For example, I am surprised that I have been burning out for so long. What is really wrong with me? Okay. Next, I can't use myself as an example, apart from the fact that my case is quite unique and not relatable to many people. Also, because it is too private, we will discuss it in general terms. From the data I found, people who burn out are usually employees. Their role models are those who can always give 200% to their work. They are disciplined. They can focus. They are strong, similar to the description of a superhuman in my opinion. But even though these great people can always work 200% of their ability, there must be a reason that makes them frustrated. Right, that's right. Our first key in this material is frustration. Burnout, whatever the cause, always starts with frustration. Maybe these exemplary employees feel that their salaries are not enough. They are not appreciated at work. Their achievements are always taken away by their bosses, and so on. Then they get frustrated and they get angry. But even though they are angry, they still can hold it longer and longer, and Matis increasingly does not care about their work. Then after this phase, they enter the Burnout phase, aka chronic fatigue, because they are so tired that many of these burnout sufferers feel that their lives are over. But even so, a feeling like this will arise. I can't keep going on like this. I have to get out of burnout immediately. But if we make decisions when our condition is unstable, we often make the wrong decisions. And that's how people who are burnt out, in their efforts to get out of burnout, usually they will decide to get out from their work because they are angry and his anger can no longer be controlled. He's fed up, even if it's really extreme. He doesn't just quit his job. He quits his field, for example. He's always been a contractor. He can suddenly become a fashion designer. Okay, up to here. If you feel like you're burnt out, you're tired, angry, but you can still sleep soundly on the weekend, that's not burnout because burnout is chronic. Burnout can disturb us physically and emotionally. I will explain it in more detail later. What I continued earlier was that people with burnout quit their jobs to get out of burnout. Actually, this isn't true. Effective steps to get out of burnout are to understand and accept that you have to know and understand what is really happening. And this is a very long process. You go from being a normal person to burnout very quickly, and it takes a long time to recover. According to Do, the 10 biggest causes of burnout are ranked from the worst to the least worst. The first is a bad boss, a workplace that doesn't respect or treat employees as human. Bad co-workers are affected by office politics, lack of salary, bad investment, work overload, bad communication in the office, unethical or illegal requests from clients, and so on. Lastly, there is none vision, goal, or target of the 10 causes above. Are there any that you are feeling? If so, you should take preventive measures. Take a vacation. Be happy first. Then try to accept your condition. Because you know, according to Dr. Gary Puleo, the process of recovering from burnout takes around 2 years. So, sir, why does it take so long to recover from a burn? First, because everyone's personality is different. This personality determines the level of your burn, and severe burns can cause physical disorders. This is the second cause. Well, these physical disorders are what make it difficult for us to get out of burnout. For example, sir, apart from chronic fatigue, burnout also makes us restless and has difficulty concentrating, and that makes it difficult for us to do and complete things. The longer the burnout lasts, the more chronic the disturbance becomes. Especially sometimes there are symptoms that make it difficult for us to sleep. Even if we can. Even when we sleep, we wake up easily. That really disrupts our lives. Well, the last one is clearly our workplace that doesn't understand and actually makes it even more toxic. Actually, there is another factor, namely factor X, a factor that cannot be predicted. Let's say when you really try to get out of burnout, suddenly you experience a tragedy, and your bomb becomes frustrated again and starts burning up again. Okay, to be honest, I can't give you a concrete solution because I, myself, am still in the process of getting out of burnout. Later, when I have an update, I will definitely share it with you. But my suggestion is to go immediately to psychologist, or at least try to humanize yourself. Okay, that's all from our lecture today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.